He's giving low-income individuals a lifeline out of poverty with the TurboTax for Bankruptcy. Give it up for co-founder and CEO of Upsolve, Rohan Pavuluri.
Hi everyone, my name is Rohan Pavuluri. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Upsolve. Our nonprofit helps low-income families file for bankruptcy for free. You can think of us as TurboTax for bankruptcy. I'm going to start by telling you all a story about one of our first users. Her name is Linda, and she lives just a few blocks from where we're based in Brooklyn. In 2016, Linda was doing just fine. But then in June of that month, she got into a car accident. That same month, she lost her job as a school teacher. Like most Americans who don't have over $1,000 in savings, Linda had to go to a payday lender just to put food on the table for her kids and keep a roof over their heads. She also left the emergency room with tens of thousands of dollars of medical debt. She felt trapped and didn't see a way out. Now, there's actually a lifeline for Linda and people like her. That lifeline is bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a powerful tool that helps low-income families get back on their feet after a financial shock. But here's the problem. That lifeline is broken. It is impossible for somebody to file for bankruptcy on their own. There are 23 forms of legalese. So people have to go to lawyers, but lawyers cost $2,000 on average. In Linda's words, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be bankrupt. There are 20 million low-income families that are too broke to get a fresh start. At Upsolve, we're fixing this problem through the first TurboTax for bankruptcy. Here's how it works. A user comes to our website and they take a screener to see if they're a good fit. If they are, they tell us their financial information, and then we populate their bankruptcy forms. One of our lawyers reviews their forms before we give it to the user to file on their own with the court and get a fresh start. Now, in 2016, we helped Linda get a fresh start. She calls herself Linda 2.0. She's working again. But we haven't just helped Linda. In the last 6 months alone, we've helped relieve $30 million in debt for over 500 families. Now, these families are the victims of medical bills, layoffs, and predatory loans. Now, bankruptcy is important because when families can't access bankruptcy, there are devastating downstream effects on society that include hunger, poverty, and homelessness. Bankruptcy is the tool that stops these problems before they happen. Now, we're a nonprofit, but we currently cover 50% of our costs with our own revenue. That's because our business model is to refer non-low-income people who end up at our site to attorneys who pay us a referral fee. These fees allow us to provide our service for free to low-income people and to become sustainable. Now, we're lucky that our impact and our revenue model have allowed us to attract some of Silicon Valley's top funders, people like Eric Schmidt, Vinod Khosla, and Chris Sacca. We're Upsolve, and in the last 6 months, we've relieved $30 million in debt. We're a sustainable nonprofit that covers 50% of its revenue, of its costs with revenue. And I'm doing this work because I believe that nobody should be too broke to get a fresh start. If you believe that too, I'd love to meet you. Please send me an email and meet me. Thank you so much.